Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a quick thrift haul video. First question. Do you love my bracelet? I think, frankly, I feel a bit overdressed with my usual crafting slash farm t-shirt. I believe that this is turquoise. It's heavy, it's gorgeous, it fits. It's not big. I mean, it is fairly chunky, but it's not bulky, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Anyway, $2 for this. I also have some other personal things that I bought, but I already put them away. I found four bright, sort of a green placemats, vinyl placemats that will be great for patio season, as well as an unopened package of turquoise, sort of that 5-inch sandwich plate, paper plates, sandwich plate size. So you can imagine a little dessert or something on that. This was, or is, a pillowcase. And of course, it was all rolled up and in an elastic. I guess I should have unrolled it. I was hoping it was bigger, because sometimes when you, I intended that it be one of those spare pillowcases. You know, sometimes you've got extra pillows and you don't want to buy whole sets of bedding. So if I come across orphan pillowcases at the thrift store, and I love the pattern and there's a lot of wear left in them, I buy them. And of course it doesn't hurt whatsoever that this has a paisley design and that it's in these colors. So I'm thinking, because it might not be big enough for like a queen sized pillow, maybe it just becomes another crafting fabric. And of course, anything fabric that is washable, that needs washing, will be washed. This has this lovely green dollar price tag on it. This looks like silk. I'm sure it isn't, though. It's a polyester wannabe, or a silk wannabe. It's really polyester. But I like the look of it. It has that slubby look that silk does have. So I'll throw it in the wash and see what happens. Fair bit on here. I haven't unfolded it, and I won't do that now either. These don't look like they've ever been used. They are giant napkins. Let me see. My ruler will. Okay, they're 19 inches. I think that's a square. Is that a square? Pretty close. Not quite, but pretty close. So I have 4 of those. I think that I was charged maybe 50 cents each. So, really pleasing color, a botanic print. What's not to love? So I will obviously unfold these and wash them as well. I picked these napkins just because of this little bit of cut work. It feels like cotton or polycotton, and I think will take dye reasonably well, like coffee or tea dye reasonably well. So that is the plan there. The design is only in one corner. This is, I just grabbed it because I liked the detail. I didn't unfold it in the store. I guess it's some sort of I don't know. I don't want to call it a doily, because in my mind, doilies are those things that ladies made using balls of crochet thread. They're really fine, often in a pineapple design. So I don't even know what to call something like this. It's not a dresser scarf, because it's the wrong size and shape. So let's just call it a A surprise. So I think that this could easily, again, once it's washed and ironed, it could easily be, cut into quarters and used in some way to decorate something. I don't know, to be honest, what this is. It is bigger than a normal piece of paper. It's 13.5 by 10.5. I should have looked to see if this looks, yeah, I would say hand sewn. And on the inside, maybe it's for, maybe it's like a laptop protector. That could be a possibility. I mean, it's padded. It's, again, this kind of pattern and colors that I love. Excuse me. It has some pockets, 2 pockets, and I guess a pen holder here. So I need to ponder this. I mean, this is certainly more attractive than the thing I use when I need to take my laptop somewhere. So maybe it just becomes a new laptop, padding protection for when I travel. Because goodness knows I have lots of fabric to do things with. This, I didn't unfold this in the store or at home. This is just a gigantic, I don't think it's a curtain panel. It seems to me the woman called it a tablecloth. So you can see that there's a lot of it here. I gravitated to it because of the sort of the ecru color. It could easily be used the way it is without any additional work being put into it. So that's always a plus. So whether this becomes, something in a lacy project, or whether it gets, what am I trying to say? Or whether I take some of it to use for paper dyeing is, I guess, remains to be seen. I think the design is open enough that, any coffee or tea that is sprayed through it would create a design. I have done that in the past with with other fabric tablecloths, and it was a floral design, and it's created some pretty nice effects. So, of course, once you've done that a few times, you might as well forget about ever using it for anything else. I mean, obviously it could be used for crafting, but nothing else. We're getting close to the end of the pile. Okay, this is what this looked like. And I thought, I mean, it's big and heavy and unwieldy and dirty. And these little posty type things here, can you see? Yes, you can. Are threaded inside. But anyway, with a pair of vice grips, I was able to unscrew them enough to get the paper out. So this is the wad of paper that was in there. I haven't measured it. 12 by 12.5, which is probably, it's not exactly lying flat here. Yeah, 12.5. Now, the top hole was extremely clean. The bottom hole, now I don't know. I didn't do that. So I don't know if that was part of the manufacturing process. So I don't know. Anyway, that can easily be trimmed off. There's plenty of paper here. The weight is, I would say, just a hair heavier than copy paper. But, yeah. Let me see if this tells us anything whatsoever. Metropolitan Loose Leaf Company, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, 11627. I have no idea what all that means. And to be honest, this is really thick and heavy duty. I don't know what this possibly could have been for, but surely it seems like overkill to me. A few more things, and we'll call it a day. A couple of see-through rulers, and I like them because, and if you've seen past videos or heard me talk about this in the past, you know that I like to, just using an X-Acto knife, chew out a bit of a design on each side. Pretty subtle, to be honest. And maybe, I would think because it's plastic, it also eventually gets worn down. So maybe needs to be retouched after a while. But I have tried this technique on other type rulers, like this one also. I turned into a tearing ruler. I think this is rigid enough that it will work well. This one, same thing. Oh, this is centimeters. I'll tell you what does not work as well. Or did I get rid of it? One as bendable as this doesn't work as well, to be honest. So again, I have no idea what I paid for it. It was one of those places where virtually nothing is priced, but I know typically these things are anywhere from 25 cents to $1. This is obviously from Dollarama. It's partially used, but I thought I can still salvage these monograms and some of the stuff that remains. This came out of the free box. I would say it is leather. It's got a pocket. It's got one of those slits where you can hook cardstock backed pad of some sort. And it would be held in place there. It is, it's got some ink stains on it. Now I have a vinyl, or is it leather? Maybe vinyl and leather cleaner. It comes in a stick that I just thought of now that I should have tried on here. If it does not work, then we know that there are other solutions, like covering it with something, fabric, paper, ink, more ink. So what is the size here, by the way? 9 inches by almost 7 3/4. Then, okay, this says table number plaques and 20 pieces in there. I could have certainly used this when I was organizing an event and needed to designate table numbers. Wrong decor, but okay, so 1, 2, yeah, so they're all, it's numbered kind of with this, well, it's not embossed, it's not raised, it's lowered. Does that make any sense? Anyway, I obviously won't be using them for table markers, but I thought that they were nice and wouldn't require much decorating of any sort to become a useful decoration in a journal. Maybe a little bit too frilly-dilly for my taste. Where's a shorter ruler? So I could see myself chopping off these ends, you know, taking it down to, well, let's see, from here to here. 5 1/8. And then from, I guess a person would have to figure it out. Chop it off there and there. I don't know. I need to think about it. And trust me, this is not the first time that I bought something not knowing what I'm going to do with it. And fortunately, most of the time, an idea does come. This is kind of a scary looking set of stamps. Now, I've never seen this kind of packaging before. And I think the reason somebody put it in a Ziploc 50 cents was because clearly they don't stick very well anymore. But this kid does love poppies, so I think somewhere along the way a leaf has been lost because there's only one small leaf here. Anyway, it says Hubenant Hobby from Belgium. Artemio. Clear stamps. And that's about all I know about this. So I thought it was worth a chance. They've got kind of glitter on them. One thing I've never done, but it might, see, that one's sticky. It might be worth it to, especially with these ones that feel so gritty, it might be worth my while to throw them in, some warm water and try to get whatever crud is on them off, to see if that will make it easier to use them. Oh, look, a tiny little one to do the center of the poppy, to do the little stamens. Pretty darn cute. I hope I can make this work because, again, these sorts of, don't these look familiar? Isn't that what everybody is either stamping or die cutting? Anyway, that is it. So between a bracelet and a couple of things for the house and a few craft supplies, I thought it was a pretty good outing. I was actually out going, I'd gone for a massage. And anyway, that's more information than you need. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you are of the thrifting mind, happy hunting, and hope to see what you score. Thanks. Bye.